We often imagine evolution as a master designer, slowly refining life into ever more perfect forms. It's an appealing idea, but it isn't how evolution actually works. When we look closely at the human body, we don't see perfection. We see compromises, awkward solutions, and designs that break down surprisingly easily. Back pain, choking, difficult childbirth, and failing joints aren't rare defects. They're built into the system. And once you understand why, those flaws stop looking like accidents. Before we go further, share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the human body is well designed or deeply flawed? And if you enjoy questioning ideas most people take for granted, make sure to subscribe. This channel is for science lovers who like looking beneath the surface of reality. To understand why these flaws exist, we first need to understand how evolution actually works. Imagine a population of animals living in a cold environment. Some are born with slightly thicker fur than others, not because evolution planned it, but because random genetic mutations happen constantly. Those with thicker fur are more likely to survive, reproduce, and pass on their genes. Over many generations, that trait becomes common. Not because it's perfect, but because it works well enough in that environment. Evolution doesn't redesign organisms from scratch. It modifies what already exists, step by step, without foresight or long-term planning. Once you understand this, the flaws in living bodies begin to make sense. Take the human spine. Our ancestors evolved to walk upright, but the spine was originally shaped for life on 4 limbs. Evolution didn't pause to redesign the skeleton. It bent an existing structure into a new role. This made upright walking possible, but it also placed enormous strain on the lower back, leading to chronic pain, slipped discs, and posture problems that affect millions of people. A perfectly designed system wouldn't fail this often under everyday use. The human eye tells a similar story. It allows us to see the world in remarkable detail, yet it's wired backward. The nerves that carry visual information sit in front of the light-detecting cells, forcing light to pass through layers of tissue before being processed. This creates a blind spot in every human eye. Other animals, like octopuses, evolved eyes without this flaw, showing that evolution didn't choose the best possible design. It worked with what was already there. Another striking example appears in the human throat. Air and food share the same pathway, which is why choking is even possible. Thousands of people die each year because of this arrangement. From an engineering perspective, separating these systems would be obvious. From an evolutionary perspective, the structure persisted because it functioned well enough for survival, even if it carried serious risks. Human reproduction reveals some of evolution's most dramatic compromises. As brains grew larger and bodies adapted for upright walking, the shape of the pelvis changed. This made childbirth unusually difficult and dangerous compared to most animals. Labor became long, painful, and risky, often requiring assistance. Evolution allowed this problem to persist, not because it was efficient, but because the species survived despite it. Some flaws are leftovers from our evolutionary past. Humans still develop wisdom teeth even though our jaws are often too small to fit them, leading to crowding, pain, and surgical removal. We're also prone to hernias because the abdominal wall contains weak points, another consequence of adapting an old body plan to new demands. Many evolutionary weaknesses only appear later in life. Knees wear down, vision fades, arteries clog. These problems persist because evolution prioritizes reproduction, not longevity. If a body functions well enough to pass on genes, natural selection applies little pressure to fix what happens afterward. Chance plays a role as well. Traits spread not because they're perfect, but because they happen to exist when conditions change. Entire species with effective designs have gone extinct, while others with obvious weaknesses survived simply because they were in the right place at the right time. Evolution isn't a competition for the best design. It's a process shaped by circumstance. When you view the human body through this lens, its flaws become understandable. We aren't broken versions of a perfect design. We are living records of a process that patches, reuses, and compromises rather than starting over. And now, something unprecedented is happening. For the first time, humans are beginning to override evolution itself. Medicine, genetic engineering, and technology are correcting flaws that evolution never fixed. Evolution shaped us, but it may no longer control what comes next. So the real question isn't why evolution isn't perfect. The real question is what happens when an imperfect species gains the power to redesign itself. And this is why evolution isn't perfect.